today's video, I created a game in 10 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes. Let's go. I started off by just dragging over the code I would need, which is just making sure the variable updates when it's clicked, and the game is done in 10 seconds. This time I decided to actually draw a cookie, so I started off by doing that. It didn't take me too terribly long, just circle with some chunks. I decided to add this code here, and it worked perfectly. If I click on the cookie, the score goes up, and if I hit the flag, it resets. Next, I just started to draw a cookie for the 10-minute challenge, and I decided to give it a gradient this time. I added 3 chocolate chips because chocolate chip is the best kind of cookie. Now onto the code. I'm just making it go in the center and just giving it some nice hover effects. I'll add all the other code here quickly, but now that I've done that, I need to actually make a backdrop, which is now done, and here's the game. It only took me about 8 minutes, so not fully 10, but I don't think there's much more I could have added. And now that I did the 10 minutes one, of course I had to add a little bonus one, which is about an hour, maybe closer to 50 minutes, but you know. Of course I had to start off by making the cookie once again, so I did that. 3 chocolate chips as usual. Now we can move on to the actual code. I started just by giving it a nice hover effect when you put your mouse over it. Now that I've done that, I wanted to make it pulse between two different sizes. I realized I may have to actually use broadcast messages to do that, so I did that and it wasn't working. Can you spot the mistake? Of course, I need to repeat the change size blocks. Now that we've done that, it is looking snazzy, as you just saw there. Now I just need to actually add a cookie score for when you click the cookie, and we have the basis of the game done. Now what I'm going to do is add what I call CPS, clicks per second. It is going to be the amount of automated clicks, or the amount of automated cookies that you get every second. Right now I'm just making a way so you can actually see the cookies or clicks per second variable, and after that we're going to just make a way for the cookies from the CPS to be added to your cookies variable. If that makes any sense. I did a terrible job of explaining it, I apologize. But now that we've done that, let's actually just throw some more code together, and that section is done. Now I moved on to making this hideous button. I'm sorry. Is it as bad as this hideous grandmother? I'm sorry. I apologize. It's appalling. But, you know, I did what I could. I really need to go take an art class. Okay, but anyways, now that we've done that, I actually went ahead and started coding the power-ups. So the first one is the mouse. That will give you 1 CPS when you get a mouse, and the granny will give you 1.3. I may adjust that later on, but that's what I have it at right now. I just added in the code for the actual power-ups themselves, and it seemed to not be working because I had the wrong variable. I was setting the wrong variable, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working for the longest time until I realized I was setting the wrong variable. But now that we have that fixed, totally wasn't a mistake on my part. But anyways, now that we have that fixed, I added particles. A lot of them. Couldn't be too many. No. Fine. Is this better? Do you like this? Do you prefer this? I think I like it with more particles, but you know. But here it is. Here's the game, the finished game. I decided to add in the golden cookie from regular cookie clicker. I added that in a bit later, and there is one. It will multiply your CPS by 5 for a short amount of time. But now that I think the game is working great, there's one more surprise in this video. I know you didn't expect an hour-long game making thing, and you didn't expect this. What could it possibly be? Well, you are about to find out. In a few seconds. I have to finish showing off my game. See, it works perfectly. There are no bugs at all that cause you to get way too high of a CPS. Nope, definitely not.